Disclaimer. This video's information is being provided for informational, educational, and general interest purposes only. The information in this video is not intended to shock, enrage, or otherwise provoke the viewer. The sole purpose of this video was to raise awareness of true crime-related events. Copyright disclaimer: under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
My name is Wayne Drummond, Chief of the Cleveland Division of Police. On behalf of the members of Cleveland Police, we offer our sincere condolences to Shane's mother, Deborah, brother Eric, and twin sister, Summer. My heart breaks for you. Maya Angelou once said, "Without courage, we cannot practice any other virtue with consistency. We can't be kind, true, merciful, generous, or honest. While I did not have the privilege to know Shane personally, I have recently talked with many officers who spoke of him very highly. Most of them work out of the 5th District, where Shane was assigned, and where I was the commander for almost a decade. I've learned that courage came naturally to Shane. I have heard stories that tell me Shane truly embodied the virtues needed to be an outstanding law enforcement officer: kindness, truth, mercy, generosity, and honesty. Shane was an officer who fully embraced service and community. He knew what it took to gain both trust and respect from his supervisors down to the youngest residents. Shane spent time with the children of Apple of Gold Child Care Center in North Collinwood neighborhood, where he read to the kids, passed out toys, and joined in basketball games. The children of Apple Gold created a banner in Shane's honor. The center and the families even took up a collection to donate to the family. This man was a true public servant. I can say without a doubt, if I could create a template of what this city needs as a police officer, it would be Patrol Officer Shane Bartek. Deborah, you raised a wonderful son. Shane was here for such a short time, both on the job and on this earth. This does not seem very fair today, and I know it never will. A loss like this takes a toll on our officers. The sadness is palpable throughout the division. Knowing that this young man, vibrant man, is no longer with us. To the officers here today, I want you to take a moment to look to your left, look to your right. Look at the eyes of your fellow officers and make a silent promise to be there for one another. And make a promise to yourselves to reach out if you need help. We are all here for you. Psalm 34:17 reads, "The righteous cry out, the Lord hears them. He delivers them from all their troubles. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and save those who are crushed in spirit." May God be with you, Deborah, Eric, and Summer. And may you know that Shane is joining his dad, Ron, in heaven. Thank you.
what's your emergency?
Police video from a night that sadly Northeast Ohio will never forget. Cleveland police releasing the body camera video of the 911 call and police helicopter video surrounding 18-year-old Tamara McLeod's arrest in the New Year's Eve shooting death of Cleveland police officer Shane Bartek.
Up, 88 in the door. Up. 88 in the door. Cuffer.
McLeod's since been charged with 2 counts of aggravated murder, 6 other counts as well. She's being held on a $5 million bond. News 5 investigator Joe Paganakis reports from the Cuyahoga County Justice Center to show us how police handled the arrest.
Well, the Cleveland police body cam video we're about to show you outlines how controlled Cleveland officers were when they arrested Tamara McLeod just a few hours after Cleveland officer Shane Bartek was shot and killed during a New Year's Eve carjacking. Cleveland police body cam video. Officers with guns drawn here at this Cleveland gas station at East 55th and Payne Avenue just after 6:30 a.m. New Year's Day morning, moving in on 18-year-old Tamara McLeod.
88. What? 88 in the door. 88 in the door.
Police restrained and cuffed the 18-year-old Garfield Heights woman just hours after Cleveland off-duty officer Shane Bartek was shot and killed during a carjacking in Cleveland's Cam's Corner neighborhood. McLeod talking to police, insisting she doesn't have a police record.
I don't got no words or nothing. I'm very clear.
Shut up.
No, you shut the up. That's what you do.
But it turns out McLeod is also being held on a $500,000 bond in connection with 2 armed robberies that police say allegedly took place on November 2nd. Police body cam video shows officers quickly working to de-escalate the ongoing arrest.
Cuffer, calm down. 88 in the door.
Calm down, ma'am.
Settle down.
Cleveland police then heard reading McLeod her rights at the scene of the arrest.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to you. If you understand your rights, I suggest you use them.
4CM74 copies.
Cleveland police helicopter video hours earlier as police tried to track down Officer Bartek's stolen car.
It's about 26151 Lakeshore Boulevard. Looks like they're going to bail.
Police catch up with Anthony Butler Jr., arrested New Year's Eve and charged for leading police on a chase while driving Officer Bartek's stolen vehicle. Meanwhile, McLeod can be heard maintaining her innocence.
I didn't even do nothing. What's wrong?
And McLeod faced a preliminary hearing in the charges against her on Thursday. No other court dates have yet been set in the case. Reporting here at the Justice Center in downtown Cleveland, I'm News 5 investigator Joe Paganakis.
How are you, man? I'm alright. My name's Mike, Detective Leg. Mike is fine. My partner Steve's gonna come in. Okay? Birch. Yes. Okay. How you doing? Good.
If you don't mind, asking
Tobacco? Cigarette?
I'm sure somebody's got a cigarette they can bring in for us.
Shouldn't smoke. It's bad for
Tell me about it.
Alright. This is Steve, Detective Loomis. I'm Mike. I'm just going to get your basic information, your name, your date of birth, and stuff like that. What's your first name?
Tamara McLeod.
How do you spell your first name?
Tamara.
And your last name again?
McLeod.
Do you have a middle initial, man?
Unique.
How old are you, man?
18.
In your last name is pronounced McLeod? McLeod.
Yes, sir.
Right, Miss McLeod. Do you have a current phone number?
I just changed a couple of numbers. You know, my phone broke yesterday, so I had to bring one for a couple numbers.
What's the last?
The phones that was in the car? No? Whose phones were those in the car?
What about Rudolph? It's not my vehicle, so who knows?
Okay.
Right. I'm going to advise you of your rights real quick, okay?
Yes, sir.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in court. You have the right to consult with the lawyer before answering any questions, and to have the lawyer with you during any question. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided for you at no cost by the courts. Do you understand those rights?
Yes, sir.
Do you know why you are here tonight?
No, I do not. I've been asking questions repeatedly.
Nobody's told you anything?
Anything.
Okay. So, there was an unfortunate incident that took place, okay? So, before we get into it, you know, there's always two sides to every story.
Right.
All we're trying to do is get to the truth.
Yes.
So, somewhere in between these lines is where the truth lies.
Yes.
They're defining moments in our lives, too.
Yes.
Okay? This is one of those defining moments in your life.
Yes.
Okay? There was a vehicle, a Mazda, that you gave to somebody this evening. Okay? The CX-5.
I gave it to somebody?
Yeah, the black one.
Right.
So you remember that car?
I was, yeah.
Yeah. Where did you get that at?
Somebody, you know, I rent a lot of cars for friends and stuff.
Where did you rent it at?
My friend, I tell him, I want to drive and I pay him weekly.
Who's your friend?
His name is Sid.
Sid?
Yeah.
Cedric?
Yes.
Where did Cedric give you the car at?
He gave me the car on 105 in St. Clair.
105 in St. Clair?
Yes.
And Cedric gave you that car?
Yes.
Is that your brother? What's your
Just a
brother's
friend.
What's your brother's name?
My brother name is Terrence.
Terrence?
Terrence Fletcher.
Is he still, you said was?
No, he's incarcerated. Yeah.
Got it.
He's incarcerated.
So what's
Cedric's your friend?
Yeah.
what's his last
My brother?
name? No, Cedric.
I don't really know Cedric last name. Like I say, it's a renting thing. I rent his place and I rent cars and stuff from him and his friends and stuff, And they're like, let's boost and
All right.
stuff.
So when did you rent the Mazda from?
I was supposed to get it tonight, but they said that they needed it back or whatever, so I hopped in with my friends.
You said you had the Mazda.
Right, and then,
So when did you first get it?
I got the Mazda around about 7, 8, but they called me right back. They said that they needed it, they wanted to get some stuff out the trunk of my car. So I'm like, whatever, cool. Let's do it.
Who's they?
He was with his friends. Like I said, I know Sid by Cedric Sid. He was with a group of guys. I can't really tell you their names or nothing like that. But yeah, they all hang together, it's like.
Where are they?
To be honest with you, they're like mental health people. So they all really hang like bus stops, with the public libraries. They're not really like mentally stable,
So is it Tamara or Tamara? Tamara. Remember when I was talking about one of those defining moments in our lives?
Yes.
It's very important for you right now to be completely honest
Yes, sir.
with us about this situation.
I'm-
Because I'm going to lay it out for you, okay?
Can you please lay it out?
Oh yeah, I'm good. So, at about 6:15 yesterday, a gentleman was walking to his vehicle, and he was approached by somebody who pulled a gun on him. And that person robbed him of his car. But not only did they rob him of his car, but they shot him with the revolver that they had and killed him.
Are we serious?
Do I look like I'm not being serious?
So that's why we're here.
Wow.
So it's important for you to get out in front of this.
Right, yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
This is one of those moments in your life that
Hell
you need
yeah,
to-
this is
to
fucking
get out in
important.
front of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I say, I be with my guys and shit. I don't know what the fuck they be into. We
So
rent
we
cars.
arrested somebody that was in that car.
Big long chase.
Big long chase.
Right.
110 miles an hour. Through 5 or 6 suburbs, a couple of counties. Guy ended up crashing down off Lakeshore Boulevard.
260 Lakeshore. Out there. Ended up wrecking it. But we got it. And he came in and laid the whole thing out. Told us everything.
Right. Told you guys like what?
He told us everything. So here's what I'm going to ask.
Yes.
Okay. That person that was robbed and killed.
Hey, there's an officer down here waiting.
The Cleveland police officer. So you need to get out in front of this. Look at my face.
I'm looking at you, sir.
You need to get out in front of this, okay? Because you're in a tough spot. And right now, you need to help yourself.
Yes.
If this is something that just got out of control and you didn't mean for it to go as far as it did,
Right.
I will believe that, because I don't believe that the intent was to kill somebody. I believe the intent was to take somebody's vehicle, because maybe that's what you do. I don't know. I don't know you from Eve. I've never met you before in my life.
Yes, listen.
Hold on. Before you open your mouth and say something, I want you to think long and hard about what you're about to say.
Listen, sir. I don't know what's going on. I'm not the picture perfect type of female. I have a background and I'm on probation and everything and stuff. The one thing I'm not about is killing no officer.
Yeah, I don't think you meant to do it.
I don't know what you like. You keep saying me, sir. I rent cars and stuff from people. Now it's New Year's. That car, the gun and everything, I got it to shoot. To try to be in style.
Well, he was shot with the revolver. Okay.
Listen, sir.
I don't think you meant for this to happen.
Listen, I'm getting. Listen, I rent everything literally from them guys. Cars, clothes. That gun is not mine.
How do you rent it? What do you use to rent it?
Money. They get
Where
money.
do you work?
I don't work anywhere, sir.
So where do you get your money?
I landscape and paint houses on the side.
So you work.
Yeah, basically, but it's not like no W2
Well, you
or
still
anything.
work.
Yeah, but it's nothing like major.
Let
So
me
I
ask you
take care
this.
of myself.
Do you know how many cameras there are in the city? Do you have any idea? Do you have any idea how many surveillance cameras on buildings, apartment buildings, really good ones, too? It's not like the old junky ones where it's just a phase that you can't tell what's going on.
So what are you guys telling me? You have me on camera killing
Listen,
a police
hang on,
officer?
hang on. I just want you to understand
Just listen.
where we're at.
Yes.
Okay. You cannot go. I cannot go out this door and get to my house without being on 15 cameras clearly.
Yes.
That's at a minimum.
Clearly. Right. Now I'm going to tell you something else. You ever hear of the Real-Time Crime Center? Those are cameras that the city of Cleveland puts up that have people watching them all the time.
So you guys tell me you have me on camera robbing and killing a police officer?
Listen. Let's just throw out the police officer aspect.
Anything.
Okay.
You guys have me on camera. I understand, yes. Yes, I got this shit from these guys. It's the new year. The fucking cars, the gun. Yeah, it was a go. They like, fuck it, sure. I do this on the regular. My family sure have it
So
custody.
you got the guns in the car from people that you don't know the name of?
Right.
I mean,
yeah.
listen, you got to do better than that, kiddo.
Sir, I don't even know the guy you have in custody. I don't know his name.
Oh, he knew yours.
Yeah, he's a friend of Sid's. I read Sid's
Well,
apartment.
how do you know who he is then?
No, I don't. That's the Sid friend.
How do you know who had the car?
You have no idea.
Listen, I got the car from them.
From who?
Sid and his
did his friend get back into it?
They asked me to get something out of the trunk of one of the cars I had. That's why y'all see all the keys.
Where did that happen?
This happened
'Cause I'm
all
willing,
over.
listen, and I'm telling you the truth. I'm willing to work for you. You
Yes.
tell me where this happened, where this trunk thing happened, and we'll go investigate that. And we'll go prove one way or the other
Yes.
with the cameras down there. But understand this. We're going to get to the truth. Everything that you tell us, we're going to check up.
Yes.
All right?
It's a lot of cars involved. I was supposed to rent a car. You know, I don't even have any cash on me because I actually paid my money. I even gave my friend up in the truck having custody. We hopped in with each other to go bar hopping. I get cars from Ted and his friends all the
So
time.
the two
Clothes,
other
the
girls
cars.
that are here were in that car with you?
No.
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 So let's get back to. You're losing me, or you're trying to confuse me. I'm an old guy.
Sir,
I'm easily
I mean, you
confused.
guys are confusing me. Shit.
I'm not trying to.
Yes.
All right. Where did you get that car?
I got that car from Ced's friend.
When?
It was about 7, 8 o'clock. He said me I
Where?
could. It was on fucking Quincy.
Quincy.
Yes.
Quincy and what? Quincy's a big street.
Like 60 on one of the one-way side streets. And then he called me back and said he had something in the trunk, but I had already hopped in a car with my friends. We went to a bar from fucking.
Where these two friends came and picked you up?
Yeah.
From where?
Diane picked me up from Josephine's.
From Josephine?
It's a bar on 79.
I know where it is.
Yeah. It's the bar.
Diane, is that her name?
Yes.
Okay. What time were you there?
Like I say, bro, after 7 o'clock, I really jumped out. You know, I came outside. Supposed to link up, go to some bars, go to a couple after hours, you know, but I ended up not driving because I hopped in with her and we were drinking the Jack Daniels. And she was going to ask me to drive her car like I'm drunk, you know? And like I
What kind of
said,
car she had?
that blue Honda.
The one that.
Yeah.
The one the guys got you?
Yeah. And like I said, we were just
That's
shooting a gun
Diane's
in the
car?
projects. Yeah. Because it was New Year's, you know?
You're shooting the guns that were in the car in the projects?
Yeah.
How many times did you shoot them?
Twice.
Twice?
Yes.
So, you met him down at Quincy,
Yes.
correct? How did you get to Quincy?
I got a Quincy because I had Diane little car.
What kind of car was that?
Her blue Honda.
Blue Honda.
Mhm.
Is that the one you were in
Yes.
this evening?
Yes.
You weren't in a different car?
No.
You're sure?
Yes.
So, that's when you got the Mazda.
Right.
Well, where did you go?
I had went literally around the corner, like spent the bin. I was finna go to my little apartment and change my clothes and stuff. Because you know I wanted to go out. He called me back and I never seen him again. I've been texting him and shit. He said he needed something out of the trunk, but like I said, I go in at a certain time.
All right,
So-
so let's just back up. Listen, I want to explain something to you, okay?
Yes, sir.
I want you to listen to me carefully. How old are you?
I'm 18 years old.
You're 18 years old.
You have any kids?
No.
No? Okay.
We've been doing this a long time,
Yes, sir.
all right? We've never met, right?
Yes.
I don't know you.
Right.
I don't know what kind of person you are. But I want to explain to you the difference between something that just got out of hand and went south and you didn't mean for it to happen, as opposed to intentionally doing what occurred. Because one potentially carries the death penalty, as opposed to the other saying, listen, I didn't mean for that to happen. I panicked. Things got out of control.
Listen, sir.
You listen to me for a minute, okay? You're 18 years old. You've got your whole life to think of here. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Do you want to spend the rest of your living days
No.
behind bars?
No.
Do you ever want an opportunity to walk these streets again?
Yes.
Then what you need to do is you need to come to grips with what happened tonight. You understand me?
Yes. Sir.
You need to come to grips with what took place tonight.
Listen.
be it an accident. I don't think you intended to kill me.
Listen, sir, was I on camera killing anybody today? I have a lot of Jack Daniels in me and whiskey and shit, but listen.
Listen, you know what you just said to me a minute ago? You just said that you bent the corner and he started blowing you up, and that was the last time you seen him. You didn't see him again.
Yes.
And then you told us those phones in the car aren't yours. So how's they blowing you up?
Because I have my friend phone.
Which friend?
Diane. They're telling me that he's
So
calling me.
Diane's phone is one of those phones we got out of that car?
Maybe, you know, because she has her phone, yeah.
Okay.
Like I
So
said,
we're going to see calls from your boy calling you, blowing you up at 7 o'clock at night.
No, listen, that's not my phone. My roommates, listen, let me tell you all the story.
Please.
When I got this Mazda, I planned out to go. I don't know what, I met these guys because they said they wanted me to rent their car. They needed the money. Okay? I seen the revolver, I asked them, I said, well shit, let me get it. You know how people are. I wanted to shoot a gun for New Year's. Like I said, I'm on camera for shooting the man, like I'm confused for today.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, there were 2 cameras on that building in the back of that parking lot.
Actually 4.
And it shows my face. It shows my face.
It shows the gentleman getting shot. It shows somebody running, grabbing his keys off the roof of the car. It shows you running to the back of the parking lot, hitting the button, opening the car, getting in the car, driving right straight towards the cameras, and then out the parking lot. Right? So before you're digging, man, and I don't want you to dig.
And that's me.
Don't dig yourself into a death penalty.
All right? Let me tell you this.
Understand.
Let me tell you this.
Don't do that.
That gentleman was shot with a revolver.
And yes,
The bullet is still in him. So we are going to have the bullet.
yes.
Is that going to match the bullet that comes out of that one of those guns that we got out of your car? The car that you were in?
Listen, like I say,
Is it?
maybe.
Yep. Maybe.
This not my gun. Shit, I just got the motherfucker tonight.
What do you mean it's not your gun?
It's not. Can't buy guns or anything. I'm 18 years old.
Where'd you get the gun from?
I got it from Sid Freedom who got caught with the card. We traded everything.
Why would he give you his gun?
I asked him to shoot it on New Year's. I told you guys, they're like easily manipulated. Shit, I asked him. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I didn't know nobody knew.
You asked Cedric that?
Yes.
That's Cedric?
That's Cedric's friend.
So
he let you take it? He let you take that gun was in the black truck.
No, I don't know where he got the gun from.
Where'd you get it from?
I have it from him. Do y'all tell me where the fucking gun from?
I'm just asking when. I'm not trying to confuse you
Yeah,
or
that's
trick
right.
you. All right, I'm not trying to trick you. I want to know where you were physically in the world when he handed you that gun and said, "Yeah, go ahead and shoot for New Year's."
We was on 134th and Camp.
134th and Kingston.
Yes.
In what car?
I was in Diane's green car.
Diane's green
Car.
the car you got arrested in.
No, that's a blue Honda. Like I told you, I was renting cars for today.
Okay, so you're in. Well, that was Diane's blue Honda. You told us.
Yeah, it is. She has 2 cars.
She's got 2 cars.
Yeah.
So it's Diane's green. Diane's green. What?
Altima.
Altima.
Yes.
Okay.
And her blue truck. And like I say, I was gonna rent her car, kind of raggedy, that green one. The exhaust is swept up, so I was looking to ride in something. And like I say, I rented the cars a lot from them. Me and Sid, we trade cars, shoes. We like under the same household, so everything is like easily
How do we
handled.
get a hold of her?
Like I said, they're slow shit. I don't know. I lost my phone last night. I had his mom number. He don't have a phone number.
So, did you just tell us that you don't know if that gun is the same gun that killed that person?
If I didn't kill this person, you guys.
What? Finish it up. Finish the sentence.
Like, it's not a sentence. That gun I got from him.
here, listen. You keep going around this. I don't know what to say. Remember I said don't.
Please, sir. Like,
don't
this
dig
is too
yourself-
much. Like, I don't understand. Like,
Don't dig yourself into it.
and I'm not.
Just
Just relax.
Just listen for a second. Okay? Listen to these times that I throw out. All right. So around 6:15, this incident occurs.
yes.
Okay. Around 6:20, maybe 6:21, Cedric messages somebody and said, "My sister got a Mazda to trade for the car."
Right.
Sound right?
Listen, sir.
And then they're told to meet down on 40th. Right?
Right.
Okay. So you had the Mazda at that point. At 6:20, 6:21, you had the Mazda.
Right.
Okay. Does that sound about right?
Yes.
Okay. 6 minutes after this guy was shot, you had the vehicle. Okay. This is what I'm trying to explain to you. Don't bury yourself into that kind of a case. Okay? Don't do that. I don't think.
I'm a little intoxicated.
I get it. I don't think
I
that.
honestly, listen.
I don't think you meant for this to happen.
Was I on ground? Me stealing this car? Was my
Yeah.
braids showing? Was isomer that I have on this yellow jacket and everything? That I have on this outfit stealing this man before I killed this man? Like, I don't know why y'all want to put me in this and it's fucking hella guys in this. Shit, I would like to ride and do
I
shit.
don't want. Listen, we don't seek to just. We don't pick somebody and try to put them in a situation. Okay.
Well, can you tell me what's going on after this? Like, I don't know. You guys not hearing me out. This is a
We
big
are here.
much.
Hey, listen, we'll hear anything
Like
you
I
have to
said.
say. You were in the car, right?
Yes, I was in that car.
You're in the car 6 minutes after the car got jacked, and the guy got shot. Right?
By your own admission,
You
just
just said
now.
that. I'm not
Listen.
trying to trick you.
And Cedric set up the meeting between you and this other guy to trade the car.
Listen, I don't know what you guys were seeing on that man's phone or none of that. It's since 7 o'clock. I had that car. 6:21 and 7 is around the same time. Like I say, meeting the 40th, right? They made me on Quincy. Y'all see the keys I had in my. I didn't have no Mazda keys. He gave me a blue Volkswagen Jetta and I had a green Nissan Altima.
That's what he said. That's what he said. You traded him for the. You gave him the car.
That is the one he wanted me to rent.
They gave you the blue car. You gave him the Mazda.
Listen, I came out of the green car to get in the blue Jetta. Like that Mazda, like I never drove this Mazda.
You just told
Well,
me
you just said you did.
Listen, one time though, like.
Well, you drove it then.
But like yo, I didn't drive it from no. Where did this man even get shot at? Like on 40th? Like. This is a bit much.
Let me explain to you about touch DNA. Okay.
Yes, please.
All right. We're going to ask you to submit to a DNA sample voluntarily if you want. If not, we're going to get a search warrant and we'll get it from you. Okay, so we're going to get your DNA one way or the other. And I'm not, I'm just telling you that's going to happen.
So my DNA is on this man.
We're going to find out. We'll find out if your DNA is in the car.
Yes, I was in that
Find out if that
car.
DNA is in that gun.
Yes, I just shot that gun in the
Okay.
projects. Me and my friend
And there was
both.
a struggle between the victim and.
A struggle. I'm 5'3", a woman at that. I can't struggle with nobody. Like I told the officer, you're kicking my ass and shit. I'm intoxicated and shit. It's
Well,
nothing I can do.
maybe we're not saying that you physically attacked this guy. Maybe he was trying to disarm you. Maybe he was trying to grab that gun away from you, and you got away. And when you pulled away, the gun went off. That's what we're trying to tell you. We don't think that you went up there to kill that guy and take his shit.
I don't think that's what you did.
Right? We think is the exact same height. The exact same height. You know how we found that out? Because we measured how tall the minivan was that you guys were next to. And the person that did this, you, was exactly 5'4" to 5'3". According to that solid object. All right, you ever see the convenience stores got the tape?
Yes.
Right? All we got to do is measure that minivan that was there and see how tall it was, and then with the picture, see how tall you were, as opposed to how tall he was.
So can you guys tell me what's going on?
So, well, we're trying to find out what's going on. You didn't try to kill him. You didn't go up there to kill him. Right? You went up there to rob him. And it went bad.
Drove cars, grabs a gun.
The robbery went bad. You got in his car. You drove away. We didn't just pick your name out of a hat. Somebody led us to this. Some evidence led us to this. The videos led us to this. You got a gun that's a pistol. We didn't find any shell casings on the scene up there. Our boy was shot, and the bullets still in him.
I don't even think you knew that you hit him, to be honest with you.
Probably not.
Honestly, I think you thought you scared him because he took off running one direction. You took off running in the opposite direction towards his car. I don't even think you knew that you shot him. I really don't.
Sir, is this me on camera? Like, do y'all have any footage?
Yes, it is.
It is.
It's my face.
Yes.
My face is on this camera.
You know what's more important than having your face on camera? Is your DNA. Is that red van that he was talking about that you measured to get your height off of? That van that you fell into when he reached for the gun and that little struggle started to take place? If I touch that right there, my DNA is right there. Those crime scene guys can come in here, swab this right here, and guess what? There's no denying my DNA. You can't replicate it. You can't say it wasn't me.
We can get DNA off of his clothes. How are you going to explain that?
So it either goes one of two ways, okay? Either you intentionally meant to kill this person, or things got out of control, you didn't mean for the gun to go off, and you didn't even know you shot him until you're sitting down here. You understand what I'm saying? Do you see the difference in those scenarios? You understand? You don't want to put yourself in this first scenario. Okay? Because that's just a really bad scenario to be in. The second one is more plausible. The second one is what I believe took place. Because listen, we've sat across from people. You do not come across as the type of person that would intentionally set out to kill somebody.
No.
And I think it was just an accident. So is that what happened? It just got out of control. And I'm sorry that happened to you.
Sorry, I never do that.
I don't believe that you meant to do it. I don't even think you probably didn't know until the police stopped you that he was getting shot. Did you?
No.
So what happened?
My friends left me over there. You guys are right.
These girls?
No, some of the girls.
You just needed a ride home.
I don't know what was in North Palm State. No one up here really giving them a ride. This is like life in fucking prison.
This is what we were trying to talk to you about. The difference between what your intent was. You understand what I'm saying? I'm sorry?
It was that blood to kill that man.
So what happened? What led up to that? Besides your friends not dropping you off, you needed a ride. You see him come up, walking out into the parking lot. You just wanted to jack him? You wanted his keys?
Just walk us through it.
Yes.
What did you say?
I don't remember what I said
Did
to
tell him to
him.
take his shoes off? What was going on? What was being said?
I was scared. Because I really don't remember. I was just up it. The city was a bad. I know I can't think of bad. I didn't mean to kill one of them. This shit is like embarrassing. Like, oh, this shit probably go on fucking news. This shit
Listen,
is like,
you don't even worry about that.
Yeah, don't even worry about that.
I'm about to spend the rest of my life in prison.
Not
The
just-
rest of my life. This shit is, you know, black persecutor, police officer.
It has nothing to do with black and white. It has nothing to do with that. Did he tell you he was a police officer? Did he say, what are you doing on the police?
Alright, so how would you know?
What did he say to you?
Hey, I say, I don't remember. I just was trying to get the keys.
Where were the keys?
I think he had them to me.
He handed them to you?
So, when you were running back to his vehicle, what did you drop? You had to turn around and go back again.
His phone
His phone? Where's his phone?
should be in their car.
Should be in the car. The black car.
Listen, Detective Loomis had made mention about asking you to submit to a DNA swab. Now, you have a constitutional right to refuse that, which is your right, or you can. I mean, we'll come back tomorrow with a search warrant for it if you don't give us permission. So it's your choice, either way, okay?
You guys know. This fucking called my mother one time.
We'll take care of that.
You know what? I will let you do that before we part ways.
Okay. Are you willing to give us a DNA sample?
Plus my DNA is already in the system. I've been probation for the right
Yeah, but
now.
we can't use all of that. Legally, we're not allowed to use anything like that. We have to use our own samples. Okay?
Shit is life is man. Fucking life.
You want another cigarette?
Please.
All right, let me get you another cigarette.
Deep breath. These girls know what's going on. What are they going to tell us?
Whatever, they don't want to go to jail. They got kids and stuff.
Huh?
I said they got kids and stuff.
They got kids and stuff?
They don't want to go to jail. They don't have nothing to do.
When did you meet up with them?
Like I
How
said,
about afterwards, when you left the parking lot? Where did you go?
I'm really gonna trade cars.
You went to go trade cars where at?
I'm camping.
In Kinston. Whereabouts?
On the side streets. One's right here.
You know, whereabouts? 131, 139?
Up in that area.
Over in that area?
Yeah.
Who would you meet up with over there to trade cars?
Cedric's friend.
Cedric? What was Cedric's? Did you tell Cedric anything? Did you tell Cedric that car was hot? Like real hot? No? You just gotta trade
Because
it.
that's what they've been waiting for, you know?
Yeah.
No telling me anything.
Yeah. Oh, I get it.
Like, man, you know, this shit is like prison, man. It's fucking another typical thing. About a whole fucking life in jail.
That's all. Yeah, I guess that's all.
30 years.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. Well, some bad shit went down.
So like 30 years.
I have no idea, sweetheart. I'm not an attorney. I don't want to be an attorney.
consent to obtain specimens if you want to consent. You don't have to. It just says, I, your name, having been informed of my constitutional right, which I did advise you of, not to have any specimens taken from my person without a judicial order, which would be the search warrant, and of my rights to refuse to consent to such hereby authorized, and it's just our names. And this is going to be to obtain saliva, okay, from your person, okay? And if you consent, you sign and date it there.
Where did you chicks close at?
The apartment.
Whose?
The apartment.
Where, over on?
Yeah, but you know, man said changing up the clothes and shit with each other.
That's Sed's apartment?
Yeah.
We're over on the second floor?
Yeah.
Euclid Superior? Over there? What apartment number is it?
Like 310.
310. Okay.
1/1/2022.
Is he home?
I'm not sure.
Is he not going to be able to call him that you're getting arrested? Does he know that you're jacked up? No? Now, what's your relationship with this? Is this guy your man or?
I told you, really like a friend.
Just like,
I met him with my cousin and shit, but my cousin's in jail right now. And when I needed to rent his apartment, you know, he let me. I started renting a lot of shit.
that one over on Superior Euclid. 310, right?
Is that by the behind the old White Castle?
Yeah,
Okay,
I think so.
I know. Is that White Castle? That's not.
It used to be. Back.
Yeah, it's going back a ways.
So, in the prison for the rest of my life.
No, I wouldn't say the rest of your life. I wouldn't do that. I mean, you got to understand something. All we are presenters of facts. Okay, that's it. We're not here to judge you. I still don't judge you. Okay. That's what happens from here on out is up to your attorneys and the courts. Okay. It's out of our hands once it goes to them. We have no further involvement. Okay. We don't have a say as to what the punishment is or anything like that. Okay. That's what people need. I think people have a misconception sometimes.
Yeah, it's
Because
TV.
that's, yeah.
I have to warn you, like, this shit is high profile.
So listen, when we talk to the prosecutor, we are going to tell the prosecutor that you're obviously remorseful, that you're cooperative. Huh?
It's leaking, it has a hole.
Oh, I didn't do that.
That's why I was worried about your face.
I didn't do that on purpose. I don't know why it's going to. But we're going to tell the prosecutor that you were cooperative with us, and that obviously you're remorseful. I don't think that you're acting right now.
It's not like that,
I know. Go ahead.
So I'm just going to swab the inside of your cheek, okay? And then we swab both sides of your cheeks. Just check this out.
That's the address of that apartment.
Okay. So you know Cedric if you saw him, right? That him?
No.
It's not him?
No.
Who's that?
I don't know who the hell that is.
Okay, fair enough.
Fair
enough.
No, that nigga old as hell. I never.
How old is Cedric?
Shit is young, maybe about 22, 23.
What's he look like?
Maybe 5, 9, 10.
So, can I say anything to you that we can, maybe tell us about?
What I said.
No, the victim. I mean, did you see anything at all?
Is he trying to talk you out of it?
I said, I'm not here to judge you. That's not my job.
I'm sorry, man.
And I believe
this
you.
shit is just too much.
I believe you.
Especially, Cleveland police officer.
Well,
I'm not
anybody
no racist.
for that matter.
Anybody.
Anybody.
This shit looks bogus. I'm not no racist protest bitch. You're right. Any of that. Like, that shit.
Some bad stuff that goes on. Who dropped you off? Was it the girl's house? No.
But see, yeah, that was with a group of people. You really don't know the name. Shit, a lot of people don't really know about real.
But they just left you and didn't give you a ride. That's why you went looking for a car. Okay. Do you have any questions for me?
Do you think I would spend the rest of my life in prison?
Right. I think that you're very, very young. I think that things got out of control, that you made some bad decisions that you're going to have to account for. I think you being honest with us about it is going to be helpful to you. The rest of your life, that's not my decision to make, but I like what's going on with you. I like that you're remorseful. I like that you're cooperating with us. You're taking responsibility for what happened. That's huge. People, you don't get that from watching the first 48 TV shows and all that stuff. But people take that into consideration. Human beings take that into consideration. Prosecutors take that into consideration. Juries, judges. Okay? So, you're doing the best thing that you can do right now. I'll tell you that. I promise you, you can call your mom. Do you want to call your mom?
Please.
This is the deal with that. I'm going to call her on my phone, and it's got to be on speaker.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Don't get into anything crazy. You can talk to her however you want to, but I just want you to understand that it's got to be on speaker.
Yes, sir.
Okay? And then what's her number?
330.
Are the shell cases still in there? Yeah. The two that were spent? Two? You didn't take any of them out, right? What's your mouse? Call her, put her on speaker, okay?
Yes, sir.
Hopefully you get What's the part? This file with me? Go ahead.
There's all that water.
Go ahead. Which one was it again? I'm sorry. Okay, can you put an X there and initial that for me? Oh, you write with your other hand?
Try to.
Okay. Give her this. All right. One, it's all the clothes are at that address, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What clothes?
All my clothes.
Well, all your clothes, or the clothes you were wearing during this, which is what?
A jacket and some pants.
Jacket, some pants, a hoodie. What color is the jacket?
Black.
Black. Any shoes?
Yeah, said should have one.
What is it?
Said should have one.
You should have all your shoes. What shoes were you wearing?
Some Jordans.
Jordans? What color?
Red.
Red ones? Red Jordans, what, black jeans? Or black sweatpants?
Sweatpants, jeans. You know, it's jackets, baby.
Got it. You had a hoodie on? What color?
Black.
Black. Okay. Where did you leave those clothes?
Once again, that's my clothes. I said
It said that, but where in the house? You know,
ain't this or there.
so these particular clothes are all over the place? Okay. Alright, you're gonna do okay.
Yes, sir.
What's your mom's name?
Tasha.
Tasha.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
330-937-2670, right? What's your last name?
McLeod.
Same as yours.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 330.
She might not recognize my number, right?
267 0 is not available. At the tone, please record your message.
I'll leave a
When you
message.
have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Ma. It's me. I'm down at the county. I guess I'll call you, when I can. Just know I'm in jail. I love you, though. And I'll see you soon.
She doesn't know. You don't know if Cedric's home or not.
Number on it? Is there a number on it where
He doesn't have a phone.
He doesn't.
is he typically at the house in and out?
He's, like I said, maybe rapid stations, areas.
Is
They
he,
try to hold the
is he,
shelter.
How do you get in? You have a key to the place?
Door is open.
who else would be in?
That's me.
The only reason that we're asking is because we're gonna go get those clothes. And we don't want nobody to get hurt. We don't wanna get hurt. We just wanna go do our thing, And that's good for you. Again, under the whole, you're being honest. Stay there.
The revolver that you had, where did that come from?
I'm ready to get it from Sam's friend, though.
Which friend?
We all have in custody.
When did you get it from him?
About 2 months ago.
About 2 months ago.
Who do we got in custody? What's his name?
I don't know his name. I just know
What do you
the
call
light
him?
skinned dude. I never even called his name, actually. What's Sam's friend, I don't really deal with him.
How do you know we got him in custody?
Like what you were saying, he told you the whole thing. Shit.
You knew what you were talking about right away. Right, as soon as I started talking.
Do you have any questions for us? I'm gonna give you my card. Her mom didn't answer the phone. She left the message. I'm gonna give you my card before you go over here with my cell phone. Right? Feel free to give that. Your lawyer when you get one. If he wants to talk with us, we're happy to do that. He'll want to talk to the prosecutor, I'm sure. All right, and we're going to talk to the prosecutor. We're going to tell him exactly how this night with you, okay? We've been doing this a long time. We're not looking to throw people, put cases, we don't get any extra money, we don't get nothing. You know, we just want to get to the truth, that's all. And you helped us do that, so I
Somebody's life is still wrong.
I'm sorry?
I said somebody's life is still wrong. That's somebody's son's.
But it's two families that are affected. It's not only his, but yours. Okay? Because you matter too. All right?
Okay? So, did they take pictures of you already? Okay. So, some officers get in there to take you down over to the county. And then we'll talk to the girls. The other girls know anything about it.
Like I said, they're saying they've got kids, they never been in jail, especially for something so fucking crazy.
Sure.
Yeah, right.
Okay. They didn't have nothing to do with it, right? When did you hook up with them?
Well, they 7, 8, like I said.
So around 7 or 8. You went to Josephine's? And they,
You got any questions?
okay. Keep breathing. Okay.
You get through it.
It's okay. And Cedric? No? Say again?
He ain't got no hair like that.
Okay. Well, just look at the face. His hair might have changed up. No? Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right, last procedure here, we're gonna go through, again, payments. I think this might fit better.
Okay.
We're gonna take your pants. How many shirts do you have on there? Just have like a bra on under there?
One shirt. Like a t-shirt and a bra, or like a t-shirt and a bra? Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna take, those are shirts, your pants, and your shoes, okay? Your socks.
All right, so we are back on the record. Thank you for giving me those moments, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate it. Ms. McLeod, if you would kindly stand, please, I will be grateful. On count one, the aggravated robbery on December 25, 2021 of Rafael Hernandez, the jury finds that you are guilty. Therefore, the specifications are pertinent. The jury finds on the specs not guilty. Count two, the aggravated murder on December 31, 2021 of Shane Bartek. The jury finds that you are not guilty. The specs are therefore appropriately left blank. On the lesser included count of murder, count two as charged, the jury finds that you are guilty. The specs are therefore pertinent, and the jury finds that not only did you have and use a gun, that you also discharged it at a peace officer. So guilty on all three specs. Count 3, aggravated murder on December 31, 2021 of Shane Bartek. The jury finds that you are guilty and finds guilty on all specs. Count 4, the murder on December 31, 2021 of Shane Bartek. The jury finds that you are guilty and guilty on all specs. Count 5, the aggravated robbery on that same date of Shane Bartek. The jury finds you guilty and finds you guilty of each specification. On count 6, murder, B as is sometimes referred to it as, the jury finds that you are guilty and finds guilty on all specs. Count 7, the felonious assault on December 31 last year of Shane Bartek, the jury finds that you are guilty and guilty of all specs, and that furthermore the jury does find that the victim of the offense was a peace officer. Count 8, the other count of felonious assault, the jury finds that you are guilty on the charge itself, guilty on all specs, and that furthermore the victim of the offense was a peace officer. Count 9, theft of a motor vehicle, the jury finds that you are guilty. The jury further found that the property was beyond a reasonable doubt a motor vehicle, and furthermore guilty on the specs. Count 10, theft, the jury finds that you are guilty of that charge as well. And ladies and gentlemen of the jury, while you have been deliberating these 10 counts, I, as the trier of fact, have been deliberating 2 additional counts, namely a count of having a weapon under disability for each date, December 25 and December 31st. It is a crime in Ohio to possess a firearm under certain conditions, including a condition where you have a juvenile adjudication for a serious crime. Those counts have been tried to the court. Having considered every bit of evidence pertinent to those counts, Ms. McLeod, I do find you guilty of both counts of weapon under disability from December 25 and from December 31st.
Tamara McLeod was sentenced after having already been found guilty of shooting and killing off-duty Cleveland police officer Shane Bartek on New Year's Day of last year during a carjacking. McLeod was given a life sentence with a 25-year parole eligibility by Judge John P. O'Donnell. I can't in good conscience impose a sentence of life without parole. If you disagree, I can't fault you, O'Donnell stated. Before being eligible for parole for the first time, McLeod must serve a total of 54 years of additional prison time for the robbery charges. O'Donnell concluded the sentencing hearing by telling the 19-year-old that by the time he or she is eligible for parole for the first time, they will be in their 70s. However, Bartek's family members had the opportunity to read victim impact statements prior to Judge O'Donnell delivering the sentence. His mother, Deborah Bartek, claimed that she and Shane were close. Everything about him she misses. She said, "You don't think on the way to a Cavs game your child will be murdered over a car. You know, as a mother of a police officer, there's a possibility that your child can be killed on the job." She described what happened that evening. "I couldn't hold my baby, I couldn't wipe away the blood on him, I couldn't tell him how sorry I was that this happened to him," she stated to the jury. They will never be the same, according to his brother Eric Bartek. Shane planned to serve and protect the rest of his life, but now we are going to be grieving for the rest of ours, he stated. Summer Bartek, his twin sister, claimed that a part of her also passed away with Shane. "While Tamara McLeod was out partying and having fun, I was staring my twin's dead body," she stated. "Shane died alone, cold and wet, in between cars, and he deserved so much better than that." She admitted to the judge that although she is now a twinless twin, she has always loved the moniker twin. "There is no word to describe losing a twin. Our souls were joined together by a cord that was so strong and powerful that only death could sever it, which is the best way to describe the loss. I've been floating into oblivion ever since Tamara McLeod broke the cord," she said. The judge was also addressed by McLeod's mother, who pleaded with him to show mercy for her daughter because of her ongoing mental health issues. "I'm sorry for this family. I'm hurting too," she admitted. "I know my daughter has to go to jail and I know a man is dead, but I don't think that she has to spend the rest of her life in jail because she really isn't fully aware of the things that she did. McLeod's attorneys informed the judge that they had advised their client not to speak when he asked if she would like to say anything. O'Donnell addressed the Bartek family members present at the sentencing, saying, "There is no doubt that you have my sympathy and my admiration for your composure here today." Cuyahoga County Prosecutor Michael O'Malley said after the sentencing that although Bartek is no longer alive, he is unsure whether justice will ever be done and that McLeod's absence will make the county's streets safer. She was convicted, adjudicated as a juvenile, for a home invasion robbery in Lorain 2 months before this occurred, and she was basically turned back on the streets of our community with no punishment, he stated. This could have all been prevented had it been handled correctly in Lorain County. O'Malley claimed that the absence of the death penalty in McLeod's case was due to the Bartek family's opposition. "We are Christians," Deborah Bartek declared. "She's young too, and we wanted her in jail as long as possible so she couldn't hurt anyone else. They can now begin the healing process," Bartek added. "We had to stand up for him, but now we can grieve and move on because I know him and he would have wanted us to do that," she continued. She was convicted of aggravated murder, felonious assault, aggravated robbery, grand theft, possession of a firearm while disqualified, and theft. A second count of aggravated murder was dropped against her. On January 7th, McLeod was charged in relation to the shooting of Bartek. The Cuyahoga County Prosecutor's Office claims that on December 31, 2021, McLeod approached Bartek outside of an apartment complex in Cleveland near Rocky River and Fairway Drives. She approached him from behind, demanded money from him with a gun, and then shot him dead. After the shooting, McLeod fled the scene in Bartek's car, which he had stolen. After being transported to a nearby hospital, Bartek was declared dead. Charges against her stemming from a robbery on Christmas Day were brought against her on April 12. She allegedly approached a 27-year-old man on December 25 at the same apartment building where Bartek was shot. She allegedly stole the man's car keys, just like Bartek did, and drove off. She was detained the day after Bartek passed away because evidence connected her to the robbery on December 25.
911, what's your emergency?